Artificial intelligence is often discussed as if it were just software, a chatbot, a model, or an app. But according to NVIDIA CEO Jensen Huang, that view misses the bigger picture. AI is not a single technology, it is a massive stack of technologies built on top of each other, like a 5-layer cake. To understand where AI is going and where the real value will be created, we need to understand these layers. Let's break them down. At the very bottom of the cake is energy. AI requires enormous amounts of electricity to train and run models. Data centers that power modern AI systems consume huge amounts of power for computation, cooling, networking, storage. Without reliable energy infrastructure, large-scale AI simply cannot exist. In many ways, the future of AI is also a question of how much energy we can generate and distribute efficiently. The next layer is chips. AI models require specialized processors to perform massive parallel computations. These include GPUs, AI accelerators, high-bandwidth memory systems. These chips transform electricity into computation. They perform trillions of mathematical operations needed for training and running AI models. This is why companies like NVIDIA, AMD, and others are racing to design faster and more efficient AI hardware. Above chips sits infrastructure. This layer includes data centers, networking systems, cloud platforms, storage systems. Infrastructure connects thousands, sometimes millions, of chips together to function as a single giant AI computer. Modern AI training clusters can contain tens of thousands of GPUs operating together. This infrastructure layer is so large that experts describe the current moment as one of the largest computing infrastructure build-outs in human history. Now we reach the layer most people are familiar with, AI models. These include systems like GPT-style language models, vision models, robotics models, scientific discovery models. Models are trained on massive datasets using the computing power from the lower layers. They learn patterns, generate predictions, and perform reasoning tasks. But in the 5-layer cake framework, models are only one layer in a much larger system. Finally, at the very top of the cake are applications. This is where AI creates real-world value. Applications include self-driving cars, drug discovery platforms, industrial robotics, coding assistants, AI copilots for everyday work. A self-driving car, for example, is essentially an AI application embodied in a machine. Different applications sit on top of the same underlying AI stack. The key insight of this framework is simple. AI is not just software, it is an entire industrial ecosystem. Every layer must be built and scaled. Energy gives chips, gives infrastructure, gives models, gives applications. Because of this, AI is driving growth across many sectors: power generation, semiconductor manufacturing, data center construction, cloud computing, software development. This is why some analysts say the AI revolution could require trillions of dollars of infrastructure investment in the coming years. When people talk about AI, they often focus on the top layer, applications like ChatGPT or autonomous vehicles. But the real story is deeper. The AI revolution is being built layer by layer, from electricity to silicon to data centers to models to applications. And every layer of this 5-layer cake will shape the future of technology, industry, and the global economy.